How did it feel to be featured in the prominent Architectural Digest? Um, how does that happen? Like, was this 2 years in the making? Like, I need to hear details. Like,
No, it was kind of like suddenly. So like I had it on my vision board in the beginning of this year. I started working with my business coach, and like you always hear the, write the vision, make it plain. And I would hear that, and I would be like, oh, vision boards probably don't really work, all this stuff. You just put pretty pictures. And I never put, it's like, so you would make the vision board and put like the pretty pictures, right? And I would just put it and do it because I was at a vision boarding party with friends or whatever. And it was this year that I said, no, this year I'm actually going to actually put the energy and the feeling and the emotion behind what I really want to see happen in my life this year, what I really want to accomplish this year. And Architectural Digest was plastered all over, literally like little elements all over my vision board. And it's still on there for the sake that there are other things that I want to happen or be featured with Architectural Digest that I'm like hoping for. And, I put it out there and I was like at the beginning of the year. And then I happened to come across like this article I had read, and I seen this the journalist for it, and I was just like, hey, I'm a closet organizer, master closet organizer. If you're ever working on a story, like, I would love to contribute my expertise. I've done this for XYZ, letting them know the people that I've worked with, etc. And it just so happened, like when I sent it, I was like, probably not gonna, see this email. Like, who knows? She probably gets a ton of these. I kid you not, I went to bed, and before I went to bed, I was like, God, if this is meant to happen, I believe that you will let it happen. If this is what you have for me, like in my journey and on my path, then it will happen. I'm just going to give it over to you. Literally, that next morning, when I got up after I said my morning prayer and meditated, I went to check my email, and it was like reply, RE, like what I had put as a subject line. And I said, okay, she's either going to tell me, oh, sorry, not at this time. She's like, I'm actually working on a story. Can you turn this around in 24 hours? Like, can we connect? And I said, absolutely. I will find time to connect with you.
that is crazy. I
Yeah.
mean, usually you gotta put a year because these journalists, like you said, they get a million of those things. So
Yes.
you talking about God on your side and knocking on these doors. Oh my
I think
goodness.
because this year I really had to put faith into action. So last year, like I had this, my business was kind of like, I'm gonna be very transparent. It was kind of like a business that was on the side outside of me because I was working in ministry and working for, working for a company, and I had gotten laid off like for the third time. And like during that time, I was still building my business. And I said, you know what, God, I really have to trust you. And it's the first time that I ever, and people like, I go to church, I pray, but I never really, really, really believed for things good to happen for me. Like I believed in God, I believed in his power, I believed in miracles, all those things, but I didn't think that things could happen for me. And so this year was a year that I was like, you know what, God, it's on you. I'm really trusting you, and I need you to show me your hand. And I don't know if it was the boldness. I don't know if it was just like that little belief that actually kicked in, but it it was all him. I can't even take credit. I can't take credit for half the things that are happening in my life, to be honest.